right. Jay Watts here with FightHype, and you know who I'm sitting here with? The one and only light heavyweight, undefeated light heavyweight. 7 fights, all wins.
Yes, sir.
5 of them by knockout. So it's fight week, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We got a fight this weekend.
Yeah.
Murder Live Casino on the 22nd. Before we get there, though, ask you a few questions. So we heard about Clarissa just signing that $8 million deal with Sleeto Promotions. What you think about that, man?
I think it was well deserved. I mean, in my opinion, she's the greatest woman boxer of all time. The proof is in the pudding.
Facts.
She sells, she wins, and she wins big fights. It don't matter who is being put in front of her, she's winning. So, in my opinion, well deserved. She deserved it.
Big facts, man. Yeah, she's definitely doing her thing. I think that's the highest paid for women right now.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's dope, man.
Yep. And she should be. She should be. Shout out Clarissa.
You see all that back and forth she got going on with Layla?
Yeah. Yep. I seen it. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love Ali is my GOAT, my great of all time. But Layla don't want none of Clarissa. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't gonna lie, you know, me and Clarissa, we go way back. I met her when I was like 14 at the Ringside World. So Clarissa is definitely a big sis to me.
Yeah, that's dope.
I don't see no woman ever beating her right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Cool. So look, we got another fight coming up. B. Norman and Devin Haney.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've been going back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mixed on this one, man. I can see it going, you know, for Norman. I can also see how Devin Haney may move around a lot. But how do you see that fight going?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, and I love both fighters. I think Devin Haney is a great fighter. He got one of the best jabs in the game. I think Brian Norman is a great fighter. He's very strong, but in my opinion, I see Brian Norman Jr. winning this fight. I think it would be a tough fight, you know, considering how Devin Haney moves, his footwork, his reach, and things like that. And like I said, he got one of the best jabs in the game. Yeah. But I think that Brian Norman is slick enough and knows how to cut the ring off enough in order to break that down and do what he needs to do to win.
Yeah, actually, Brian Norman got a hell of a jab too.
Yeah,
seen him in training. He's been doing his thing. So how do you see that? How you see knockout?
Oh yeah, I see Brian Norman winning by TKO and or TKO.
Okay, what round?
Honestly, I give it like 6 to 8 max. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's dope. So we had another big fight recently. Virgil Ortiz defended against Erickson Lubin for that WC interim middleweight title. So as we saw, second round, of course, Ortiz went ahead and put him out of there. You saw the fight?
Yep, I seen it.
Yeah, he put him out. Now the thing that's most important to me, like after the fight, you saw that. You saw who got in the ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they talk about a fight. What you think about that?
First I want to say I never expected that Virgil Ortiz fight with Erickson Lubin to go that way. I actually was calling for Erickson Lubin for the upset. I'm not gonna lie. So it was very surprising, but very understandable. And boxing, anything can happen. Virgil Ortiz, he works hard. Erickson Lubin works hard too, but Virgil Ortiz worked hard. I think he got the youth on his side with that fight, and I think his hard work showed. After the fight, when Boots got in the ring, I'm not gonna lie, I just see that fight being played out as it's gonna be a great fight. I don't think anybody's gonna get knocked out, but I do see it going to a decision win by Jerrine. Not gonna lie.
Well, see, the thing is now he called Boots out, right? And you know, they had words in the ring after the fight.
Yeah.
But in the post-fight interview, you heard Virgil Ortiz say who his dream fight is.
Yeah.
So he's talking about he want to fight Spence.
Yeah.
So it's looking like that fight now might even happen. Like they built up the Boots thing, but
the thing is, I think that fighters and or promoters, I think they tend to try to wait for the right time, but in my opinion, there's no time like tomorrow. So Virgil, he might go for the Errol Spence fight if you know what I mean. If Errol Spence even comes back, who knows? But also, I just think I think they should fight now. It's so hyped up right now. Everybody wants to, like, everybody's practically begging for that fight. That's the fight they want to see at that weight. Mm-hmm. And they've been talking about it before Boots even moved up to that weight class. So now that it's here, you know, they did the face-to-face things like that. I think they should, hopefully, they should get the negotiation started and try to get that fight to happen. But if they don't, and the Errol Spence fight happens, I see Virgil Ortiz beating Errol Spence by stoppage.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really want to see Earl come back. Not to Ortiz. I want to see him come back and make that correct that. But take a tune up, bro.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I don't really want to see him in there against a champion right away.
Right.
But speaking of something else, a fight that nobody wanted to see, but everybody's gonna watch anyway. That Jake and Tank, but it got canceled.
Yep.
So now he's talking about fighting Anthony Joshua, a former heavyweight champion. And we know last time before somebody that was even a boxer or even comparable to his size, Tyson, whatchamacallit?
Tyson Fury.
What's
You talking about for Jake Paul? Or
yeah.
Jake Paul you talking about Mike Tyson or for Tommy Fury?
Tommy Fury, that's what it was. Yeah, he fought Tommy Fury and he lost that fight.
Yeah.
So how you see him going with Anthony?
I'm not gonna lie. I want to say I appreciate Jake Paul for what he's doing, what he's trying to do with boxing and things like that, how he's bringing more eyes to the sport. But I'm not gonna lie. him facing Anthony Joshua is a tall task. Anthony Joshua is not only he's a knockout artist, but he's also, I want to say, 40, 50 pounds heavier than Jake Paul. Yeah. Jake Paul, if I'm not mistaken, usually fighting at 200, 201 in his cruiserweight. And Joshua is at heavyweight. And he comes in at 250, 255. Now, I did see that they making him, he can only come in at 245 at the max. But still, that's still a lot of weight, you know? So, in my opinion, I just think that it's going to be too much for Jake Paul with as inexperienced as he is. Now, I do know Jake Paul works hard, but it's just the experience factor in it as well. And I just feel that Anthony Joshua is going to walk away with the W.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see Jake Paul doing anything with Joshua.
Right.
But Jake is ranked 14th in the WBA, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And speaking of rankings, my man Sugar Sheed ranked top 10 in the U.S. right now for light heavyweights, man. That's dope, man. How you feel about that?
I feel really good. It just let me know that I'm on my way. You know, I'm on the right path. I always tell everybody I got the greatest team in the world. My team, they guide me, they lead me, and I'm just working. You know, hard work shows off. You know, eventually, and in like very soon, in due time, I'll be number one, and not just in the country, in the world.
I love it. That's dope. Yeah, just a little sidebar. Our man Demond Nicholson is number 9. So.
Yeah. Shout out Demond, man. I've been working with Demond since I was a young kid. He always helped me out.
Absolutely, man. Now, fight week. It's fight week, so the 22nd, this Saturday, got another victim on the way.
Yep.
And so, question for you. Before you even throw a single punch, right? When you walk out into the arena, you know, people see your energy. They see the walkout, see your energy, man. It's always lit. But what do you want the crowd to feel the moment that you walk into the arena? Sugar Sheed enters that arena. What you want them to feel?
I want the crowd to feel excited. You know, I want the crowd to really feel like they love to see me fight, and they just can't wait for me to throw my first punch. You know, that ring walk, the music, the fit, everything, it goes together, and it's not just a box match. We entertain them. We entertainers at the end of the day. That's how we make our money. So I want my fans, or just people in the crowd that's not fans of me yet, I want them to just feel excitement. I want them to feel entertained. Like, I want them to feel like, oh, okay, I want to see this guy again.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's how I feel. I've had the pleasure of watching you for years. In the gym, in the ring, you know what I'm saying? Even outside of that, you know, personally. So it's been great, man. And you carry that name Sugar well.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
You get that name for a reason.
Yes, sir.
So, because, you know, I remember you telling the story about how you got the name.
Yeah.
You know that, you know what I'm saying? Because your style is sweet, whatever the case may be, and then looking sweet in the ring.
Yes, sir.
I like to call it myself, like when I watch you, it's like controlled aggression.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you going after it, but you taking your time, you picking the palm.
Right.
How would you say your style is personally?
Personally, I just feel like I'm an all-around fighter. Granted, like you talked about, the controlled aggression, I got that, but I can also box and be on the outside, and I like at any given moment I can do anything in that ring, and it's not that I'm just talented like that. I've worked hard for that. My coaches have put in pain and put in work for me to even be able to do those type of things. Because when I first started boxing, I was just a more so person who just wanted to be on the outside majority of the time. But then my coaches had told me, like, you never know when you're going to have to switch it up. So I started working on my inside game. They helped me with that. Now I'm comfortable with that as well. So I feel like I just got the best of both worlds and anything with being in that ring.
Right. And I see when you're in the ring, you look calm. You always look ready and everything.
Yes, sir.
Now, speaking of being calm, like during fight week, because we're in fight week right now, when do you feel the calmest? Like, is it when training camp's finally over, like this, or is it after the weigh-in, when you first walking out, that first bell? When does it hit you?
I feel the calmest after the weigh-in, where we get to eat a little bit, you know, we get to hydrate back up, you know. This last little stretch is usually the time where it's like, all right, everything's a little like tougher, but I feel that best when I'm after that weigh-in. After that weigh-in, and I eat my grub, you know, I eat my pasta, I drink my fluids, things like that. I know I'm back and I'm ready.
Yeah. Now you just mentioned it. I know what your after weigh-in meal is every time.
Yeah.
You want to tell the people what you eat?
Oh yeah. You know, I get that chicken and shrimp Alfredo. You know what I mean? From mom's cooking in the kitchen. You know, it's just a thing. Like I need to have it after every weigh-in. If I don't have it after the weigh-in, it's gonna be a problem.
You know, it's funny. I talked to your mom with the last weigh-in. She made the batch of Alfredo. She said it didn't taste right, so she wound up making a whole nother batch. So make sure it was right for you.
Yeah,
so
man. Shout out my Dukes, man.
Yeah, man. I see it every time. But yeah, so is there anything like specific that you do that brings on that calm? Is it the food? Would you think that is, or it's like I'm ready, like I weighed in, like this is it, it's fight time. Is that what it is?
I think it's just my love for the sport. I'm not gonna lie, I love everything about boxing. The good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty. Everything that comes with the sport. And I just think that now that I'm a professional, I've been doing this for so long, I've learned to embrace everything. So even if I'm nervous, I embrace it. Even if I'm angry, I embrace it. Even if I'm just happy, I'm sad, any type of emotion, any way I'm feeling, I embrace it. And it just helped me, you know, stay as calm as possible in situations. And also, I'm not gonna lie, being in that ring, going in the fire, knowing that it's gonna be all types of punches thrown at me, it teaches you to be calm in that storm, because you have to be. If you don't, you might mess up, and that's how things happen.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, you know, I am definitely looking forward to the fight this weekend.
Yes,
Every
sir.
fight. Like I told your father, and I tell you, I don't care if you're fighting on the moon. I'm going to give me a rocket because I got to go see it. But anyway, before we get out of here, man, tell the people how they can find you.
Oh yeah, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at SugarSheed_, SUGAI SHEED_.